Hi guys, I just got back to there. Hi guys, I just got to my hotel just a couple of hours ago. So I landed in CDO. I wasn't really able to explore as much already because of the flight. Now I'm relatively tired and trying to I don't know, prepare for tomorrow's Stock Smart seminar here in CDO as well. But as promised, no, I'm still gonna do our stocks by request. So I've tallied already our top stocks that you guys sent out over the past week, and that's what we will discuss for today. As you can see also in the heading, no, the PSEI held its ground at around 8.8 for the week, and that's significant because it's showing us that it's trying to form a support level already at 8,800. So what I want to see sana sa PSEI is it holds above 8,889 over the next few weeks, because if it does so, we will see a firmer level of support there, and it will give us a shot to go around 9.3 over the short to mid-term, then possibly at 10,200 over the long term. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen that fast, but it will happen. I guess as long as the 8-9 level will hold. So let me greet some of you. Javid Orioto from Calamba, Hector Cabus. Good evening to you as well. Si Hector, he's always active in our Facebook live ventures. No, thank you so much for joining us. Useless, what a name, asking for insight on BDO and SM Prime Holdings. So let's see if some of those picks are part of what got requested for our stocks by request. No? So let's see. Jim De Castro, hello to you as well. Good evening. By the way, I'm here in Cagayan de Oro for Stocks Smart CDO tomorrow. So for those who are in the area that still would like to join us, I've posted the link here. And I hope to see you all, and I'm actually excited to talk more about stocks tomorrow. Jitnak who's from Iloilo, asking for BPI. Well Karangian asking for DD. Jacob Ang asking for MAC and SMC. Macy Mercado asking for SMC. Russell Gonzaga, hello. Greeting. Ding Aliviar from Japan. So I'll just go through possibly 10 stocks for today. No, I wanted sana to do more, but we have a early seminar also for tomorrow. So I ranked the top 10 stocks, and we'll go with that for the moment. All right. So the first stock that I'd like to discuss, it was a lot of people requested this, is CLC. Let me pull up the chart first of CLC. There's a lot of people who asked it, but at ngayon lang talaga siya nagkaroon ng significant na requests as well that it can be part of our stocks by request. So CLC, from a trend perspective, no, the stock is bearish, short, mid, and long term. It's lower than its IPO price, and the trend is still pointing that the stock is still headed down. So for people who are trend followers, for position traders, we don't have any buy signal for the stock as of this point in time. So if you're a trend follower, no buy signal. Wait for it until we find a reversal. Wait for it first until we see it actually clear out from this downtrend. Now for quick traders though, the stock has hit a support level. Please write this down. At 8.3 pesos per share. By the way, no, I just like to segue that for those who are joining us for the first time, this stocks by request is sort of a reference point for you guys, that you find a certain threshold already on how you do your trades. No, this actually started also from a lot of our kababayans who started trading and investing, who started attending the sessions, but they they wanted to find a reference point, they wanted to find a review. So this is what it is. I hope you guys don't use this as just spoon feeding, that you would use whatever is here and then you would buy blindly. The best way pa rin to make money in the market is you have an ideology of you know what you are buying as well. So whatever I mentioned here, please check it via the charts. Please plot your own charts and write it down and review also as well. Alright, so for back to CLC, CLC is at a support at 8.3 pesos per share. So there's two things that we can get from this. If CLC bounces from 8.3, I think you can set your target prices at 8.8 to around 9. Let me double check. You can set your target prices around 8.7 to around 9 pesos per share as your sell signal for the short term. So something very, very interesting should you want to take profits on CLC. Again, the condition though is it bounces off from 8.3. The problem with CLC now is if it doesn't hold 8.3, we may see lower lows develop even further. The stock may go down, I think, to as low as around 7.7, 7.5 over the short term if the support at 8.3 does not hold. Next, so we've talked about a bearish stock, CLC. We're gonna talk now about a banking stock naman. Hello to you, Melissa Medrano, Kevin Banghoy. May seminar ang StockSmart CDO. Please be on venue and time, sir. It's in Seda tomorrow. Kevin Bangsoy, the link is, just click the link. All of the details are there, but we're starting at 11 a.m. Here at Seda Centrio. Yeah, Centrio. Bon Jokson. Hello, Marvin, asking for AC. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna talk about the banking stock. This is one of I guess one of the more exciting banking stocks at the start of the year, because similar to BDO, this has been doing well. If East West Bank had a great run last year, I think this one is also starting something very, very interesting to start the year. And I'm talking about Metro Bank. Even though there was a shroud of controversy sa Metro Bank last year, it's doing quite well. It's doing quite well as of the past, past few months, past few weeks, which warrants something worth looking at for the stock as well. So a couple of things. Short, mid, and long-term indicators for Metro Bank is still denoting a bullish undertone. Short, mid, and long-term indicators also are still denoting an uptrend. So if you are a position trader and you are following what they call this, you are following Metro Bank, hold your positions first. We don't have any sell signal yet for the stock. I repeat, if you are a position trader and you are watching Metro Bank, we don't have a sell signal yet as of this point. All parameters are pointing the stock is relatively bullish still. So next is for people who are watching it over the short term, quick traders, it broke out from the resistance at 106 pesos per share. So breaking out from the resistance of 106 pesos per share makes the stock relatively interesting right now, because of that we can place a target price of around, let me double check, short-term target price of 114 pesos per share. So I repeat, it has a short-term target price of 114 pesos per share for the short term. For this is under the context of Metro Bank naman. So we have that. The thing about that also, if you would spread the chart of Metro Bank longer, we would see Metro Bank somehow break past the very, very long resistance of 106. So you have to remember this. The 106 resistance was something that Metro Bank has not broke. It was a resistance that they have not broken since sometime 2012 or 2013. So this is like a more than 5-year resistance that it hasn't broken out. From it. So because of that, please take note of this. Should the stock stay above 106, it will now become the new strong support. And I think a mid-range target for Metro Bank will be at around 146 pesos per share. I repeat, jot this down. Mid-term target price for Metro Bank, should it stay above 106, is 146 pesos per share, which is very strong. But because of that also, it may take some time also. However, at least you now have a peg on where you can set the target price for Metro Bank over the midterm as well. All right. Next, we talked about CLC, which is bearish. Now we've talked about Metro Bank. The next one that I'd like to talk about is TUGS. Harbor Star Tugs had a lot of movement last year. It was something that was very, very interesting. It helped people make a lot of money, especially in the fourth quarter of 2017. But now, no, after that great move last year, the stock is now consolidating. It's now at a 1 month sideways movement. It's now at a 1 month consolidation mode. For position traders though, the stock is still bullish. The stock is still in an uptrend. Position traders, we don't have any sell signal yet for the stock. I repeat, for position traders, we don't have any sell signal yet for the stock over the short over the trend. So for those who are following the trend, no sell signal yet for tugs. However, for those who are watching it on a quick trading perspective, we have, number one, a support at 4 pesos per share, and then we have our resistance at 5.3 pesos per share. So for people following Harbor Star, we have a support at 4 and we have a target price at 5.3 pesos per share. So two things. Position traders, no sell signal yet for tugs. For quick traders, buy signal every time it bounces 4. Sell at our target price at 5.3 pesos per share. So now, how do you analyze this? The stock is far from the support at 4 already. So iwasan nyo muna. Don't come in yet. Your goal is to come in when you see the buy signals closer to you and you have a lower amount of risk and you have a larger upside coming to you. And by the way, should 4 not hold, tugs possibly could retrace down to around 3.6 pesos per share over the short term. Alright? So now, CLC, trend is bearish. MBT, trend is bullish. Tugs, 1 month consolidation, sideways movement already. Next, AP, who among you has Aboitiz Power? Comment below if you guys have AP. Let's see how you guys fare with that. Aj Nirvana's asking for Pure Gold. PXP, Mary Navarro, who's watching from Qatar. By the way, for those who are new, please comment what cities are you from so I could greet you all as well, no? Minsan mabilis yung pagpan ng mga names, pero I try to greet those na nadadaanan ko. Alvin Verga, meron daw siyang AP. Mary Navarro asking for BDO and TEL. You have Melissa Medrano also saying, oh, I have AP, I have AP. Okay, I have some news for those who have AP, no? AP, number one, as you all know, hit a large downward movement today. The problem with that is because it hit a resistance at 41.7. There is a resistance at AP at 41.7, but because of the downward movement also today, it broke strong support levels. So it broke moving averages that are relatively longer. So the thing about that is because of the selling at 41.7, and should the selling continue, there might be a possibility that AP might retrace longer to around 38.22 pesos per share. So what's not naman alarming, but one thing that you must watch out for was the 40.5 support level that I mentioned couple of days ago was broken. And I think this was something that was very, very strong. It failed to hold that, and it failed to break out also from 41.7. So number one, the breakout from the 41.7 will be the breakout from the failure to break out from 41.7 should have been your take profit signal, and should the selling continue, it may retrace back to around 38.2 pesos per share. And as I mentioned, a lot of support levels were broken. So let's see how this will retrace and how low it could possibly go. No? Let me also try to figure out if there's any news item that's causing this to go down. Is there any trigger here? But volume was relatively higher today as the stock started to go down. So Duke Caceres saying thank you. Marvin Asiha, hello to you. Dennis Tingle asking for ECP. Dominic Comendador asking for FPH and FGen. Alright. Let's see kung umabot yung mga boto nyo sa ating mga top requests for this Facebook Live session. Nangangawit na kamay ko. It's a bit shaky already. I'm a bit tired lang. But I normally, for those who've been following the Facebook Live session, so I normally do Facebook Live outside, but as I promised to do one this week, so this is where we are. Just was planning to rest sana and prepare for tomorrow's seminar, but I'm trying to keep up with my New Year's goal, at least to do one Facebook Live na stocks by request each week. Alright, so at least tumupad ako sa usapan this week. Earl Laurel, Hanmel asking for now. Earl Laurel asking for web. We've talked about AP, which is bearish. Tugs, which is moving sideways. MBT, which is still in an uptrend. Then CLC, which is bearish, still no buy signal yet for CLC. Next stock that I would like to talk about is CHP. CHP has experienced a turnaround, breaking 3 resistance levels. By the way, please comment below if you have CHP. I talked about this also in Bloomberg a few days ago, that it hit a support at around 4 pesos per share. It started to break out at 5. 5 was a notable resistance to watch out for. So yung baliktad naman nun at this point in time, please watch out for the 5 peso level if you are trading CHP. All of this will not matter if 5 pesos will not hold for CHP. I repeat, all of this will not matter if 5 pesos will not hold for CHP. It may retrace back to 4 if 5 will not hold. But if 5 holds, it now has a fighting chance to continue its upward progression. So why am I saying this? CHP has been up. It's been beating expectations for the past few weeks. However, fundamentally speaking, there really isn't any notable change fundamentally. It's past 3 quarters that they've disclosed earnings. They've been weak and they've been low. So I guess whatever movement you're seeing here is just because the stock is down and battered and people are just bottom picking. But for this, if it stays above 5 and it stays and somehow breaks out of 5.3, I think the next target price for CEMEX will be at 6.2 pesos per share. So if you're a position trader, it breaks out from 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, we might possibly see a stronger reversal for CEMEX over the midterm. However, if it fails to break out of 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, for people who started to position earlier, take profits, sell at 6.1, sell at 6.2, sell at 6.3 if those resistances are not broken off. So CEMEX is starting to rally, but we have to see it break out of 6.3 for us to really count it as a very, very strong reversal upward as well. Alright, next. Another battered stock for 2017 that's making a run this 2018. I'm talking about URC. URC was battered. URC wasn't doing well. If you have URC, now this is your time to be talked about. This is your time to shine as well. Wilson C from Singapore. By the way, guys, I'm announcing it now. We're doing Stock Smart Singapore this May. So exciting times. It's nice to be back. It's nice to go back there again. Nikki Samaniego asking for Pure Gold URC. Sabi niya, hello from Turkey. I really want to go to Turkey, no? Cappadocia ba yun? I heard that's an amazing place, especially pag nagsusnow. I really want to see that place. I'll let you know if ever we get to see in those areas. Si Sonia Jimenez, demanding naman, sabi niya, URC, waiting. Eto na. I'm just trying to greet some people first. Michael Merla asking for RLC. Alright. So, URC, let me just pull up the chart. URC. There you go. URC bullish. URC is bullish, short, mid, long term already. You have to remember it hit bottom at around 130 pesos per share. After hitting the bottom at 130 pesos per share, it has already broken 4 resistances from short, mid, and long term. It broke from 137, 140, 145, and the strongest resistance at 155. 155, tama. After breaking past 155, the stock is now bullish for the short, mid, and long term. So, for position traders watching the stock, no sell signal yet. As long as it stays above 155, you can hold your positions. If it hits 155, bounces off 155, stays above 155, you are a position trader. You can still add more. I repeat, if the stock hits 155, bounces off 155, stays above 155, you are a position trader, add some more. However, the downward movement that you're seeing now is because the stock failed to break out of 174, 175. For those who are plotting it, there is a resistance at 174 and 175 for the stock. Why am I saying this? The downward movement was because it failed to break out of those levels. So for those who took profits because of that and you're a quick trader, very well played, very well done. Great job to all of you. There's really a resistance at 174 and 175 pesos per share. So congratulations. But because of that also, we may expect the stock to retrace because of its failure to break out of 174 and 175. URC may go down back to the major resistance of 155, major support of 155 pesos per share. So that's URC. So let's break it down even further. URC trend-wise is bullish. CHP trend-wise, short-term rally na bullish pero major trend is still bearish. AP is bearish. It broke major support lines. Stugs is the major trend is bullish but it's been sideways for a month. Metrobank, pangkabuhayan package, bullish, short, mid, long-term. CLC, bearish, no buy signal yet for the stock. Now, tawid naman tayo sa mining companies, no? I want to talk about SCC. By the way, for those who have been following DMCI and the story of the Kunsunhis, before, no, the major driver of their earnings was construction. Then suddenly mining started to overtake it, and then now property development is kicking into high gear for them. So a lot of possible earnings for this conglomerate. But let's go for SEC first. SEC on a trend level, no, for those who own Semirara, please comment below if you own Semirara. Ayan, si Crystalline Rockin, sabi niya, hello, how about SEC? Sakto, you've tuned in on the right time. By the way, for those who are joining us for the first time, I do stocks by request. I promise to do stocks by request at least once a week, which I'm trying to uphold now. For those who joined us just now, this will be uploaded in YouTube and also in marvingurmo.com. So it will be there. So let's see. You can view the replays there as well. If you want to be notified, no, every time I do a Facebook Live, just click it. Just click the bell and you'll get notified every time I go live. This is something I do out of fun. This is something that I do because it excites me. You know why I like this? Because anyone can trade stocks. I really believe that the stock market is for everyone. But it's just a blessing that I'm at a position that I get to share on this platform that I have, that I just really want to share as much as I can. And I hope that you catch whatever I have. That my goal really is not to be the best, but my goal is to build people to be the best. I don't have any desire to it's not about having the best portfolio. It's not about getting those excessive gains. But for me, I'm okay with the gains that I have. But it's also okay that we get to spread it out to a lot of people out there, and I know that a lot of Filipinos also need this. Not everyone reads books, not everyone goes to seminars, but everyone has Facebook, and I hope that as everyone has Facebook, this reaches more people. And I've been happy. No, thank you for those who've been sharing the videos that I've been posting. It's been a great deal for me that this is something that's adding value to all of you. So thank you as well. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you also from the bottom of the mining pits. Back to Semirara. Semirara is pretty much bearish still. It dropped now after hitting 50. The stock started to retrace, but it has hit a support level at 35 pesos per share. Because of that, though, it's now sideways, bearish sideways since November 2017. So it's now at a bearish sideways for the past 2 months. So if you are a position trader, we have no buy signal yet for Semirara. I repeat, if you are a position trader, we don't have a buy signal yet for Semirara over the short term. I repeat, if you have Semirara, we don't have a buy signal yet for the short term. So balikan na lang natin siya later on when we see something, when we see it start to reverse. However, for those doing quick trades, Semirara is ranging from 35 to 38 pesos per share. As of this point in time, no, you've seen it naman eh. Semirara hit 38 last Wednesday. As it hit 38 last Wednesday, selling started to occur because that's where the resistance is. So ganun pa rin, the style, the goal, the technique doesn't change. Your goal is to sell when the conditions are no longer in your favor. So why am I saying this? The buy signal, the buy trigger for Semirara was around 35 to around 37 pesos per share. For those doing position trades. Now let me try to pull up the chart for you over. Whoa, there you go. This is where the short-term support and resistance is for Semirara. 35-38 swing, but because moving averages are still relatively bearish for position traders, we don't have a buy signal for all of you yet. But for quick traders, this is the tradable range, but no buy signal yet as of this point in time. So that's it for Semirara. Position traders, no buy signal. Quick traders, respect 35 to 38 swings for the stock. All right, so we have Semirara bearish. We've talked about URC, which is bullish, CHP, which is rallying but still relatively bearish, AP, which is bearish, tugs, which is sideways, MBT, which is in an uptrend, and CLC, which is bearish as well. So the next one, tatawid naman ako sa construction. I want to talk about EEI. I would admit this would be voted off in several times last year. It would be voted off several times last year. However, it really didn't get a lot of traction in terms of votes. That's why hindi siya nasasama lagi sa stocks by request sa Facebook Live. But for this session, it made it. Let me answer a question by Kevin Bangsoy. What do you suggest? Read books first and attend seminars, or just go directly to your seminars? It depends on you. You have to remember this. People learn differently. Some people love books. Some people love attending seminars. You have to find something that fits you. So, difference lang talaga from books is you can highlight it. You can go back to the pages. Sa seminars naman, difference is you get to interact with your classmates and you get to ask questions while it's done, and there's a lot of simulation there. But for me, everything is all learning. You are your greatest asset, and as long as you invest in yourself, you invest in learning, you can never go wrong there. So it really will depend on you and what suits you the most. But if you're in CDO, join us. I go lang and do seminars here in CDO once a year. So it's not like in Manila where the seminars are done regularly, because that's where I live. So there. EEI, if some of the stocks have been retracing, some of the stocks have been falling, breaking down, EEI did the opposite. EEI hit a very, very strong support, and as it hit the very, very strong support, it did something way different. What do I mean by this? It hit the support at 10.4 pesos per share, but as it hit the support at 10.4 pesos per share, it broke out also from the long-term resistance, causing it to start to reverse, causing it to become bullish again. So for those who bought at 10.4, congratulations. Let me show you how I plotted the support. Support is there at 10.4. Your target price is at 15.1 pesos per share. So for those who bought at the 10.4, congratulations. Ride your gains until we go to around 15.1 pesos per share. For position traders, stay positioned. We don't have any reversal signals yet, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next. So I'll message you, or I'll try to do another update should we see a reversal from bullish to bearish. But as of this point in time, you're a position trader, it's good to hold the stock. You're a quick trader, sell at 15.1, as that's where the resistance is. Katrina Campo from Singapore asking for East West Bank. Hope to see you there this May. June Mainit from Rome, who's also from CDO. Marvin Exia, Pangasinan, kailan kayo mag-seminar? No schedule yet for Pangasinan, no, kasi what I've noticed, mga kababayan natin from Pangasinan, they travel to Manila for Stock Smart. So most likely, Marvin Exiha, I hope to see you in our Manila sessions. Alexander the Great, Sarah Abilia, Christine Carpina from Hong Kong, June from Rome, Italy, Rupert Lapira asking for IDC, Lilibet, hello to you. So, yun, a lot of new names joining us. So, EEI, target price 15.1, buy at 10.4. Stock is currently bullish at this point of time. So, another bullish stock, we've talked about Metrobank. I want to focus on another banking stock naman. Hello, Lisel Damo from Cagayan de Oro. Oy, Cagayan de Oro. What part of Cagayan de Oro? Anyways, BDO. BDO is still bullish. BDO is still bullish for the short, mid, and long term. So if you are a position trader, we don't have any sell signal yet for BDO. So congratulations to those who have still positioned. BDO just kept breaking resistance upon resistance. It broke past 131, 141, 149, and it's still progressing upward. No sell signal yet for position traders. Oscillators are still showing it's bullish. Money is still coming in. It's still showing a steady movement upward as well. Over the short term though, it's now experiencing a short-term resistance at around 165 pesos per share. So why am I saying this? From 165, failure to break out of 165, it may trigger the stock to retrace a bit to around 148. So this is how the chart looks. Let me pull it up. There you go. So this is the trend that I've been showing you, I've been mentioning. The stock is pretty much bullish, with most parameters pointing that it's still gonna progress upward. No, over the short term though, the stock is hitting a resistance at 165 as what I've mentioned. So a failure to break out from that will bring it at around 148 pesos per share over the short term. However, if it breaks past that, possible upside to 170 pesos per share is still pretty much intact. So why am I saying this? Two things. You are a quick trader. If it fails to break out of 165, you may consider taking profits. If you're a quick trader also, if it fails to break out of 165, it could go to 148. If you're a position trader, please ride the trend. There's no sell signal yet, and you can maximize your gains even further. And then, so that's it. Next one, I want to talk about Vita naman. Vita, who has Vita Rich, please comment below. This from time to time gets to be part of the stocks by request. Minsan, it gets a large number of votes. Minsan, hindi. So just keep on voting. No, every time I post it on my wall, I try to tally all of them, and the stocks that has the most votes is what we would normally go for. So, Vita right now is at the resistance already. For those who bought at 1.77, you may take profits if it fails to break out of 2.1. I repeat, for those who bought at 1.75, 1.7, because of it holding that support level, you may take profits if the stock fails to break out of 1. So this is how it looks like over here. So this is the 1.7 buy signal that we've been mentioning a few posts ago. Because of that bounce, the stock has started to go up, and now it's 3 days already failing to break out of 2.1 pesos per share. So it would be up to you guys already. What I'm telling you is the stock is close to the resistance now. It's been there for 3 days. It hasn't really broken out of that yet. Failure to break out from 2.1 should be a take profit signal for all of you, as well as it may and retrace to around 1.7, 1.8. Remember, Vita, this is not a fundamentally sound stock. This is something na pang trade lang. Just use it for trading. If it's not fundamentally sound, you better know your technicals very well. Technical analysis for me is something that I use. I don't speculate, I don't guess, I don't look at news, I don't look at rumors. I just base everything from what the charts will tell me. Without technicals, I do not do anything. I do not guess. Because why? It's my money. Sayang naman if you will be guessing. You worked hard for that money, you invested in it, and I hope that you do your due diligence every time you trade it. So for Vita, trading range is 177, 2.1. the stock is already at the resistance, failure to break out of 2.1, you may take profits already. If it breaks out from 2.1 though, a possible target price may bring it to around 2.5 or 2.4, 2.5 pesos for the short term as well. So breakout 2.1 will bring it to 2.4, 2.5. Failure to break out 2.1 will go down to 1.77. For position traders though, as long as the stock holds above 2, 1.98, the trend is pretty much intact na bullish siya. But since it's not as fundamentally sound, please respect the resistance at 2.1 and take profits because of that. Alright, so Dexter from CDO, hello, it's nice to be back. What's been amazing, no, I've been going to CDO almost every year since 2011. The most no, was 2014 when I had the chance to go 3 times. But it's always amazing. Food in Mindanao, especially fish, is just amazing. I will always go back for the people, but not just the people, but I'll always come back also for the food. It's always an amazing experience to eat different types of food. But now yung nagbago lang is I would eat it pero without rice, without carbs, and without sugar. That's what sustained me. Naging problem ko before, every time I'd travel, if there's good food, I would eat, especially desserts, and I would eat the carb portion. But now I eat as much as I can, but I just don't eat carbs, and because of that, I've lost 40 pounds without exercise. Yun yung maganda dun eh. Hindi ko talaga kaya mag-exercise. I'm not a big fan of exercising. I'd probably exercise if it's needed for health and wellness na, but for losing weight, it's very, very hard for me. So there. So we've talked about 10 stocks already. Talked about CLC, Metro Bank, Tugs, AP, CHP, URC, Semirara, EI, BDO, Vita. Those 10 stocks will be uploaded in my website and in YouTube as well. For those who are asking if I'm using a camera for this, or am I using my phone, I'm still using my phone. I still have to figure out how to use the camera for Facebook Live. I think I need to buy more equipment to interface it with Facebook as well. So you will have a better experience also when we do this. So kakaririn ko na rin to invest on the equipment also to make it better. And I didn't expect that camera equipment pala costs a lot of money as well. Kasi before, I've just been using my iPhone wherever I go to post pictures. But I think it's time also to give you better quality videos, HD 4K. Let's see kung may difference yon on how you take any of this. But in terms of content, I'll do what I can every time to just share as much as I can. And thank you. Hindi ko alam kung napapansin nyo, wala tayong background music, walang editing. It's just purely something that's something that's live. So thank you so much for you guys who've been faithfully joining this. So those are the 10 stocks. I've also mentioned the index. I've mentioned the support and resistances there and what you're supposed to watch out for. So just a dose of inspiration. Since the market is high, please don't rely on your emotions. Please use specific buy and sell mechanisms and triggers for you to be able to take profits. No, please just follow whatever you set aside as your target prices to sell. If it hits your target prices already via technical analysis, please sell. Do not be greedy. For me, it's okay for your stock to go above 100%, 200%. That's not greediness. As long as your parameters are telling you to hold the stock, hold it as much as you can. But when your parameters are telling you that the stock is reversing, when the technicals and the charts is telling you also that tapos na the run is over, you sell. And then you will always have a chance to buy a stock another day. For those who missed out on the movements that we're having, it's okay. Markets move in cycles and you will have your opportunity again. If there's one thing I know, if you chase stocks that are up and you buy very, very high, your margins will be very, very low. And you may have a chance to earn money, but the possibility for you losing more is bigger. So don't chase stock prices. Wag mainggit if your friend is making more than you. Wag mainggit when you see people earning a lot of money, because you will have your day in the sun. Be happy for people who are earning. You don't have to compare yourself to them. You don't have to compare yourself. You don't have to compare yourself with other people. Ako, my goal is not to be the best. It's never my intention. But my goal is to be the best that I can be, to run my race, run my purpose, do as much as I can to further helping people reach their goals of financial freedom. And in the same way, also do what I can to reach my goals of financial freedom as well. Live my life doing the things that I'm passionate about. And that's it. You have to remember, having more money doesn't really make you happy. Money doesn't give you happiness. It will make life more comfortable. It will allow you to do things. But kung pera-pera lang, life will become meaningless. So I encourage you also as you start to earn more, as the stock market helps you earn more, use it to pay it forward. Use it also to help other people who cannot create opportunities on their own. And that's what we have. I think most of you who are listening to this video, you're part of the 1% who has more than enough already to invest for yourselves. So if that continues to increase, create opportunities. It doesn't mean you give them money, but create opportunities for people to grow, create opportunities for people to make money for themselves, educate them. And for me, it's better that you teach them how to make money than just give them money. Giving them money, and I'll try to end with this, giving money for me is a lazy approach, because you just give them and then aasa na sila sa inyo forever. But teaching them takes time. It's harder to teach people how to make wealth. It's harder to teach people how to save, to budget, to invest, get out of debt, than just give them a get out of jail free card every time they need money. So yun, January isn't over yet. It's for those who have not made your financial goals for 2018. Write them down. I would always write down how much I would, what would be my target, what would be my at least target ko sa portfolio ko for 2018, how could I improve in my trades, what's my target for bonds, how much bonds do I want to invest on sa cash or businesses that I want to start, for goals that I want, ano dapat lalagay ko sa travel fund kasi my wife loves to travel. How do we make our budget also for my wife's shopping budget? Yung nakakatawa doon, my wife has a shopping budget. Ako, I don't have any. Hindi talaga ako, hindi ako masyado maluho. I just enjoy drinking coffee, and I like eating. I like eating lang, but you'll never see me some kotse gadgets, not so much. I just buy stuff that I need. If I need a camera for what I do, I'll get it, but I won't buy it just to be part of the latest people buying gadgets as well. So hindi rin ako masyado maporma sa damit. What I enjoy more is experiences. What I enjoy more is just really enjoying food and coffee. So sa mga taga CDO, kung dala nyo ako ng coffee bukas, masaya na ako. Masaya na ako. So yun, what will we expect next week? Again, I'll do another stocks by request next week. We will do another, I guess 3 or 4 Facebook Live videos of PSE updates. Then I'll do more interviews of people, business, real estate, savings, mutual funds, insurance, a large spectrum of people with interesting stories, because you have to remember this, I don't know everything, I don't have everything. It's nice to know people who know more than I do, so they can also share their experiences as well. Then next week also, next Saturday naman, I'll be with Randall Johnson. Will be in SMX Aura for Investing Insights 2018. So for those who want to know prevailing trends, prevailing themes for 2018, join us in SMX. Then lastly, we'll close January with Stock Smarts London. So thank you, by the way, for those who've already signed up for Stock Smarts London. It means a lot to me, because it also is takes a lot of effort to mount events abroad, especially London, which is harder to market from Manila, and it's my first time to, I've been there for our honeymoon, but it's my first time to do a seminar there, so it would be pretty exciting to see the dynamics of Filipinos that are there as well. So exciting times. What makes me excited for every time is I just love what I do. And for those who are investing in the stock market, please, again, I'll say this over and over again, don't just invest just because habol nyo pera. Invest because you like it. Because if you like it, kahit mahirap, paglalaban nyo siya eh. If you like it, if it's hard and the jargons are not so easy, you will do your best to learn and study more. So even like this, it's 10:30. I'm gonna study for probably 3 or 4 hours for the seminar tomorrow, because I really believe that you guys deserve the best. You guys also deserve my effort. I may know the concepts already, but I'm still gonna study, and that's another thing that I'd like to share to you. Dami kong sinishare, oh my gosh. Another thing that I want to share to you is what I like about Kobe Bryant is he practices. No matter how good he is, he would be the first to show up sa gym, sa basketball court, and that's what you do as well. Everything that you do from business to work is something that gets refined if you do it over and over and over and over and over again. If you practice, it's what's gonna position you for something even greater, because you know and you know and you know it so well that as you do it outside, more people notice. But sa'yo, para sa'yo, it's part of who you are already, because that's what you've been doing every time. So that's it. Here in CDO, God bless you all. Good night. I just have to rest and prepare for tomorrow's seminars. For everyone who's from CDO, see you, Seda, Centrio, 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm excited. 4 sessions of technical analysis. So God bless you, and that's what I always say. I hope these videos help you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. If you love this, please share this to your friends so that more and more people would be into stock trading and investing. God bless you. Good night from Cagayan de Oro, Philippines.